Exercise number 23. What is happiness? Question mark. This is an old question and one for which it is very difficult to find a direct or simple answer. Full stop. Indeed, a person very careful in the use of words would say that it is impossible to answer the question because it is without meaning. As it stands, one can consider happiness only in relation to some particular person or some special set of facts or conditions of living. Full stop. If we change the question to are you happy? Question mark, or do you feel happy about such and such a happening? Question mark. It is more easy to attempt an answer, but the mere statement that one is or is not happy does not take us any further towards an understanding of what is necessary to bring about a state of happiness. Full stop. New para. I happened recently to overhear a talk between two men on this subject which is one of never ending interest. Full stop. I had taken my place in a long distance train, and as the train moved out of the station, the words passed through my mind, among the many pleasures of life is the pleasure of doing nothing, and I thought happily of the several hours in front of me in which I need do little or nothing. Full stop. I had with me, it is true, the usual kind of reading matter which one buys to read on the train, but I soon found that the many stops and starts of the train made reading a less pleasing employment than usual, and I put down my book and let myself think of anything or perhaps of nothing. Full stop. I shortly found, however, that my attention was held by a talk going on between two men who were sitting facing one another. Full stop. As they made no attempt to lower their voices, it was impossible for me not to hear what was being said. Full stop. Shall I try to read again, I asked myself, or shall I give myself the perhaps doubtful pleasure of hearing the thoughts and opinions of other people? Question mark. The second course was for the moment the easier one, and I followed it. Full stop. The talk was not, as one expects it to be in these days, political in nature, but was about happiness. Full stop. One of the men was young, perhaps between 25 and 30 years of age. Semicolon. The other was a man of about 50. Full stop. The young man was speaking, and I discovered that he was doing what so many have done. He was looking back to the past to find happiness. Full stop. The cry was not the more usual cry of an old man for the wonderful days when he was young and all life was waiting for him. Semicolon. It was the cry of a man who was still young but who believed that happiness could not be found by the grown man or woman. Full stop. Happiness, comma, he said, comma, was none, only two children. Full stop. The grown man could not experience happiness because he knew too well how troubled life was for the people of the world in which he lived. Full stop. Little children lived in a wonderful and strange world of their own, making, comma, a world which every day brought them something new or something interesting. Full stop. They cared little for the past, comma, the future meant probably a few hours or a few days, comma, and only the present was real. Full stop. The wants of the young were few, colon, a little food, comma, a little warmth, comma, a little love and kindness. Full stop. Given these, they were happy. Full stop. Yes, comma, said the second man quickly, comma, taking the opportunity to break in and express his own thoughts. Full stop. That is all very well, comma, but you have to remember two things. Full stop. In the first place, comma, if the little pleasures of children, comma, which seem to us so small and of so little real amount, comma, are to them of such deep and great importance, comma, so also are the little troubles and difficulties of the children matters of great importance for them. Full stop. If the pleasures of the children seem real and lasting, so to do their troubles. Full stop. In the second place, comma, it is of little value for us as men and women to picture to ourselves a set of conditions under which we would like to live, comma, conditions which cannot be brought about in this world, comma, to picture a world in which people think in a different way and act in a different way from the way in which they think and act in this the existing world, semicolon, and then to tell ourselves how happy we should be if we lived in such a world. Full stop. I would say that happiness can be found by the grown man or woman, and that one of the ways to find it is by feeling at home in the world as it is. Full stop.